guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Peachy and this channel is all about my Sylvanian Families collection. Today I'm going to be unboxing these two sets here. So on the left we've got the kitchen and Mama Angela set, and on the right we've got Papa Bruno and the dining room set. These sets are quite interesting as they're in European packaging, and I think this is the only European package sets that I have in my collection, so I'm really excited to open them. In terms of release date, I haven't been able to find a lot online, but looking at the boxes, it looks like it might be 2006. So that would place these in the same era as the Flare era we had here in the UK, but it looks like in Europe they were being distributed by Epoch. So Angela and Bruno are Bearbury bears. We did have the Bearbury bears in the UK range as well, and it looks like both in Europe and here in the UK, these bears were only released in family life sets, but different family life sets, so I don't think we got these ones in the UK, but we did get the mother and father figures just in a different format. They also had different names, so in the UK they were called Yvonne and Henry. Obviously here they're Angela and Bruno. So let's get the boxes open now so we can take a closer look at all the accessories, and then at the end I'll do a little setup probably in the starter house so we can see how the sets look together, because the furniture matches pretty well. So I think it will make a nice kind of kitchen dining scene. Let's start with Mama Angela and then we'll come to Papa Bruno. So just looking at the box, we can see it's quite a bit different to the packaging we had here in the UK. And it's far closer to the Epoch packaging that we see nowadays. At this time in the UK, we had a kind of sky blue packaging with fields and things all over it. I do like this packaging. It's got lots of Sylvanians on it, which is very cute. The logo remains the same. On the back there's a setup image, but not of this set. And here is where I got 2006 from. You can see some of the accessories on the top here. But let's go ahead and get it open and take a closer look at the accessories. So let's start with Angela here. Angela is very cute. I love the Bearbury bears. They use the Littler Bear mould. She's also got the gripping hands, which is nice to see. She's got her little fluffy tail at the back here. Pretty dress with florals. It's that lovely kind of cotton fabric, and she also has an apron sewn in at the front here. She's got a little indentation on her head from where the box has been poking her, I think. So hopefully that will come back up now that she's out of the box. That's always the slight danger of leaving figures in the box, but I think it will probably spring back up again now that she's free. So that's Angela. Now let's have a look at the furniture. This set has two larger pieces of furniture. The first is this oven. This is a mould that we've seen before in another set, but I really like this dark brown colourway. You can open both of the ovens down here. There's knobs here and they do turn. There's also some lovely leafy details embossed onto the stove, and two hobs at the top here. Really nicely detailed furniture piece. And then to go alongside it is the other piece that we will be familiar with in this particular mould, but not necessarily in this colour. I really like the green details on the handles and also on this patterning here. There's storage space down here. This cupboard opens up and you can see the pipe for the sink. Then these drawers open as well. Always a little bit fiddly, but yeah, you've got two drawers there that open, and then sink on the top here, and the tap doesn't move, it's fixed in place. So some work counters there. That's the two main furniture bits. Then there's also some bits to stick on the wall. So here we have a rack with 4 hooks that you can hook either utensils or pots and pans on. I really like when they include things like this because it just means you can decorate the room a bit more realistically, having things on the wall. And then in the same colour plastic, we have this shelf unit that can also go on the wall. This one's got 4 hooks again, but also this nice wide shelf space to put some of the pots and pans. It's very lovely. It comes with one fabric piece, which is this nice piece here, which can sit on the shelf and just make it a bit more decorated. And then it also comes with adhesive strips to stick those onto the wall. I'm not quite sure if these will still have their stick now, but we can always try them at a later date. And then it comes with all these smaller accessories as well. So first we have 2 baking trays that will fit in those 2 ovens that I showed you earlier. These are nicely moulded in a realistic silver plastic. Then we have a very standard Sylvanian chopping board, quite simple in the moulding. Then we have a more decorative, either pan holder or chopping board. It's got some really nice carved details on there, as well as this sticker with a pretty tile pattern. Then we have some kitchen utensils, so you can see we've got a ladle, a spatula and a chopping knife. On the ladle and spatula you can see they have these holes, which means they'll be able to fit over those hooks on the hanging shelf that I showed you earlier. These are nicely detailed. They've got a kind of rubbery feel on the top, and then using the realistic looking silver plastic for the metal parts. Then we have this cute little kettle, and I absolutely love the yellow colour on these. The lid is removable and it's white on the inside. This is plastic for the body, but this handle is actually metal. Really, really pretty butter yellow colour. We have a frying pan, again in this lovely butter yellow colour, using a similar brown to the utensils, and then it's got this realistic black inner that really makes it look like it's kind of got a non-stick coating. Love the detail on this, all the different colours. Again, it looks like it'll be able to hang off that shelf. Then we have a smaller saucepan, this one with a little spout for pouring. Again in the lovely butter yellow colour, and the different brown on the handle with space to hang it again. And finally we have a big kind of crock pot style pot. The lid does come off. Lovely butter yellow colour, and it's got the white on the inner again. Love the little different coloured handle on the top of the pot. Just think that adds a nice pop of detail. And that is everything. If we move Angela in as well, that's everything that comes with the Mama Angela and kitchen set. So now let's open the Papa Bruno and dining room set. So we can see that the box on this one is a very similar style, even having Mama Angela on it instead of Papa Bruno. That's interesting. I would have thought they would have put the figure that you're getting in the box there maybe, but maybe she just appears on all the boxes at this time. think the box is exactly the same as the one we've just taken a look at. It's even got the same accessories on the top. Again, it's got 2006 on it here. So let's go ahead and get it open. So again, let's start with the figure. So this is Papa Bruno, and luckily he doesn't seem to have suffered the same fate on his head. So that's good. He's got these cute bright yellow overalls with this brown check shirt. I really like that, with the buttons being brown as well. This is in 2 pieces. Fluffy tail, sticker on the foot. He's very stiff from being in the box for so long. But he also has the grippy hands. He really matches well with the furniture in this set. So starting with the large furniture pieces, there's this lovely table. Again, I think this is a mould we've seen before, but not necessarily in this particular colour. So this is the same colour as the kitchen sink piece we just looked at, which means they will look great together. Table also has 2 chairs. Again, I think these are a mould we'll be familiar with. They are exactly the same. Then the other large furniture piece is this kind of Welsh dresser. It's got these ridged shelves here to be able to stand up the plates, which is always a good feature, as trying to stand them up without those ridges would be really tricky. This part pulls out to give you more surface to decorate or work on. This cupboard here opens up and there's again some ridges in it, presumably if you wanted to stand particular things up. And then we've got 2 drawer pieces over here, both of which open. A shallower one probably would be good for cutlery, and a deeper one as well, though it's quite narrow. This is a lovely piece, and I'm not sure if we've seen this piece in the range before. Similar ones definitely, but I'm not sure about with this ridged shelf up the top here. Then for the smaller accessories, we have a number of plates. So this is the largest plate, 2 exactly the same. Take a closer look at this one. It's got this lovely, almost flower petal-esque scalloped rim in a nice bright orange colour. Then there's this slightly smaller plate, the same design but with a more peachy pink rim. So you can see the size compared to one another, and you get 2 of that accessory as well. And then these 2 very interestingly shaped kind of plate bowl type things. I really like the kind of spiky edge. It just makes them a bit different to other things we've got in the range. Definitely a design choice. There are also these 2 canisters of tea. One red, one blue. The lids don't come off or anything like that, but I do like the paint on them. I think they're very pretty. They've got a definite 1950s kind of vibe to them. And then my favourite accessories from the set, this adorable little tea set. So starting with the teapot, the lid does come off. We can see there's a rabbit figure on there. I don't think this is a chocolate rabbit because the ears aren't coloured in at the top. So this might predate the takeover of the chocolate rabbits. Kind of looks like Delft pottery with the blue. Really lovely. So there's a teapot. Then it comes with 2 little mugs as well with the same design. These are definitely a mould we've seen before, just not necessarily with this particular patterning on. Then there's two, you could either use them as tiny cake plates or saucers, again with this beautiful blue design on it. I love the florals around the edge. A teeny tiny little sugar pot. This doesn't have any of the blue detailing on it, but it is very, very cute. The lid also doesn't come off, but you can see by my thumbnail just how tiny this is. And finally, an even tinier little milk jug. Again, there's no blue detailing on this, but it's even smaller than that sugar pot. Absolutely tiny, but adorable. If we pop Bruno back in, that's everything that came with the dining room set. So let's set everything up and see how it all looks together. So here we are, here's the little scene that I have put together. This is obviously just using the furniture and accessories that we got in the sets today, but you could definitely bulk this out with extra accessories, some nice food bits and pieces to put on the sides, and some additional cutlery and things like that. This building that I've set it up in is one of the earlier starter cottages, and you can see it really nicely fills out this first floor of that building. It looks great together. I'm really, really happy with it. I can't wait to set this up in a different house. Because of the windows in this particular building, it was a little bit difficult to find wall space to put up the shelves. Perhaps this starter cottage isn't the best option when you've got wall hanging bits like this, but I think it's demonstrated very nicely how everything looks together. And that's all for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed unboxing these two rarer sets with me and seeing all the pieces up close and then setting them up with me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye for now.